Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're not going to do a challenge run today. In fact, we're going to do an Isaac run, but I thought that we'll make a little twist. It's not quite a challenge run, but we'll do like an OG Isaac run. Let's just imagine the D6 was not even here. So we're going to play it as if we had not unlocked that item ever in the game. By the way, getting Stigmata in that first item room is actually like a huge boon for me. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully we'll be able to not squander that early, because I do rely on the D6 a lot. It's actually a major... I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of the top 10 items of the game. I didn't include it on my top 10 list, I believe. But it's certainly up there. It has the potential to be a top 10 item, of course, because it allows you to get other better top 10 items instead of like shitty ones that might be presented. But in any case, I'm just interested to see how Isaac plays, you know, without hindsight, considering I have not played as Isaac without the D6 in probably forever, with the exception of obviously challenge runs where, you know, we start with some other spacebar item as Isaac. But in any case, I'm really interested to see how this turns out. I think we'll be okay. We'll take this pill and hopefully it won't reverse that health upgrade we got. It actually gave us a range upgrade, which is okay. Was that worth fighting Lust? Well, it was. I mean, it might not have been worth the time, but it was worth the effort, because we ended up not actually losing any damage there, or losing any health, I should say. But yeah, let's just pretend like the D6 isn't here, and we'll play like it's a November 2011 run of the Binding of Isaac. Holy shit, it just dawned on me. I've been playing this game since October or September 2011. It's pretty crazy. Back when I was lying on my bed, well, I was Northern lying on my bed. Oh, no, I was lying on my bed in South Korea when I started this, and now I'm living in Vancouver. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm moving up in the world, but I am certainly moving west and then, or sorry, moving east and then west again. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. We're gonna trade some bombs to get some bombs. We basically traded 2 for 4, which is a good deal if you ask me. And on our first floor here, we're gonna be fighting Pin, which is totally fine. I considered using the Empress, but again, the main, like, one of the biggest benefits that I've gained in my play recently, one of the biggest tactics that I've started using that has really helped me out a lot, is actually just saving good tarot cards instead of using them. I've been doing this for a couple months now, but it has made a pronounced impact on my success, especially if you're able to save an Emperor card or a Sun card, sometimes even the Devil, even though it's not that good. It can make a major impact on your chances of success, more than you might think originally. So that's like an intermediate level strategy in Isaac, I would definitely say. If you're struggling to get to the next level, consider, if you get good tarot cards, don't use them unless you absolutely have to. Otherwise, save them. Don't use them just for convenience, I should say. So we're moving down to the basement part 2, no longer on the cellar. To go to the cellar to the basement seems a little weird to me, like you need some kind of super fast like slide or something like that. But we're going to continue onwards. We did pick up a speed upgrade on the last floor. Obviously, that is not really something to get super psyched about, in my opinion. Deals with the Devil, totally on the table here, so we might go back to our traditional default Isaac style, which is basically trying to get Brimstone or Mom's Knife and then trying to beat the game. Item room's totally on the table as well. I kind of hate these rooms because I almost always take damage, and even if I don't, they just take a long time because I have to do things this way, basically. Or I could just sprint through, I guess, and try to do it that way, but it's probably much safer to do things this way. And it's also, like, exposes weaknesses in my game. I'm, like, way better at shooting the ones at the top than I am at shooting the ones at the bottom diagonally. I have no idea why that is. Maybe, like, I subconsciously want to be at the bottom of the room when I get in, because that's, like, closer to my eye line, which makes it easier for me to hit. I have no idea, man. I'm just saying, you can see how hard it was for me to hit those guys. We did manage to get back up to full health here, which is good, though. So we'll keep moving onward. Sadly, you know, I mean, Curse of the Lost is bad, but Curse of the Lost doesn't really matter all that much when you're playing on a level as small as Basement Part 2. So now I'm thinking the shop, boss room, and item room are all going to be, like, basically right next to each other. We will definitely use a bomb to access this chest, where I think, hopefully we'll get some keys. Now that there's a bomb in there, I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to be paid out regardless, even if there's almost nothing in there, which there was, technically almost nothing. Floor was a little bit larger than I anticipated, but at the same time, not much. We're not going to have enough money unless we get like a lucky nickel drop to go to the shop anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about keys. And without being able to see the map layout, I don't really feel comfortable wasting bombs to go to the secret room, so I think instead we'll just go to our item room, where we will get Demon Baby. Why I choose to deal with these neutral flies every single time is beyond me. But I could just leave them be, but instead I choose to constantly harass them. It's really my own fault on that one. I'm instigating this whole arrangement. Demon Baby, pretty solid item. As long as we get close to enemies, that's going to allow us to do a little bit more damage than one might initially anticipate. That was bad damage for me to take. But hey, we got those 2 hearts remaining on that last room, because I'm an idiot. Now, I always forget, Curved Horn must be a damage upgrade. because my tears change color. I realize that's not always a 100% great predictor of whether, or of how that works, but at the same time, you know, I normally considered Curved Horn to be a speed upgrade because I was originally told that's what it was. Let's move onwards, though. I'm happy with this damage upgrade. I'm happy we have Demon Baby. I'm psyched that there is a Tinted Rock on this room, which might allow me to get even more damage, or, you know, maybe a golden chest, or maybe some more Tinted Rocks. And as a result of that new Trinket and Demon Baby, we are tearing Monstro a new asshole here, basically. I used a more aggressive strategy than I normally do, and it worked out very well for us. Now, sadly, we still do not have any HP upgrades beyond the one that we got in the first room, but we did get a Tears upgrade, a couple of Spirit Hearts, and a couple more right here. So I would say overall that was a pretty good floor, although I still am absolutely looking for, hopefully, some kind of deal with the devil, or if not a deal with the devil, a free way to improve my damage. That's cool, too, without having to resort to losing my own health. We got a lot more money, and that actually means the shop may indeed be viable. Why don't I just stand over here and goad this guy into shooting? Hey, motherfucker. Shoot over here. This is incredibly risky, but it actually ended up working out very well for us. I just didn't want to waste any bombs in case I want to look for the secret room on this floor. That allowed us to pick up a bomb. Was it worth it? Well, yeah, actually it was. I mean, it's a risk versus reward kind of thing, but we got lucky enough not to get hit, so why worry about it? We might as well fight our boss already, because we're right here. I don't want to leave immediately for the next floor, but this does maximize our chances of getting a deal with the devil, I think. And we're fighting Peep. I'm not, you know, the biggest Peep fan in the world, especially, the fact that creep hit me is super annoying, because I did not think I was nearly close enough to get caught in it. But still, Demon Baby is doing some good work for us here. Definitely, it's far from an unsung hero here. Its heroics are very much sung. I wonder if that's the origin for that phrase. It's like unsung hero is like normal heroes got songs written about them, but you did something amazing and didn't. I bet that is. It probably comes from like English from the Middle Ages or something. Or maybe it's something much more simple and I have just glossed over it in my own little world here. Okay, that was a little bit close. And I took a little bit more damage, but we did end up getting the crate, so one of those Spirit Hearts that we lost will be replaced. The tarot card is the Chariot, which I will take into the Devil Room just in case. But let's take this pill first, even if it's a health down. It's a luck down, which actually might be a good thing, as Green was telling me earlier, and as Ed was telling me on the stream. You know what? I will pay 1 health for poison damage. I don't think it's that great, but it's good enough for now. And remember, I can't use my D6, so that's why I'm not using my D6. I'm going to stick with the Curved Horn, because again, I'm focusing on improving my damage as much as possible. We're not doing great. We're kind of up against it with respect to our health, but our damage is strong enough to justify, or to compensate for that right now. Not really justify anything. And we are going to want to go to the item room. We are going to want to go to the shop, and ideally, if there's any kind of golden chests, I would pop those open as well, because I do have 3 keys. The most frustrating thing is always when you open a golden chest and then you get a like unlimited key inside of it and you're like, well fuck, why didn't I get this at the start of the floor? So I hate dealing with these grandfather flies, but I think 1 hit that gives them poison damage is actually enough to kill them over time, as long as I just kind of back away. I've been losing some Spirit Hearts here, but that's alright. Samson's Lock, good item there, but I think I'm going to stick with the Curved Horn for the base damage that it offers instead. As much as I think Rage is a totally solid item, and I oftentimes ask for it, why don't we go a different route this time and only go with the damage upgrade this time? Because I think I've given Curved Horn kind of a bad ride in the past. That sounded vaguely sexual, but yeah, I usually kind of disparaged it, but in this situation it actually seems super useful. Especially now that I know what it's actually functional for. So we get Halo of Flies, that's actually really useful as well. I've been taking a lot of damage from enemies that are getting up in my grill, and you know, my experiment not using the D6 has actually turned out surprisingly okay so far. There haven't been any items I really needed to reroll. I'm kind of welcoming a spacebar item if we can get one, because obviously I just can't use the D6 at all, so it's just dead weight at this point. But apart from that, we're about as strong as I would want to be. I mean, it's not an ideal run yet by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, we're stronger than oftentimes we are in vanilla runs at this point in the game. So sometimes the D6 matters, sometimes it doesn't, but it is always an asset. Like, it's one of those items that I still get messages like every couple of days on YouTube that are like, how do you unlock the D6? It looks so awesome. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is, but to be honest with you, I've forgotten. If you have any Isaac-related questions, you should definitely ask the wiki, because I'm not the right guy to go to for that. I'm going to use some bombs to try to find the secret room. If I could just get a couple more cents, that is going to do it. And actually, now we should be able to use 1 bomb to get into the shop. I always forget whether this actually works. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't, or it seems to at least. So, with 22 cents, I think it's fair to say we should get Book of Revelations. It kind of sucks because it's going to give us... it should give us 3 cubes of meat now. And in addition to that, I'm going to buy another key. Good. Remember, I'm not trading the D6 for the Book of Revelations. I'm just buying the Book of Revelations. And so with this, you might be saying, Ryan, why are you not using the Book of Revelations immediately here? Well, the reason I'm not using the Book of Revelations immediately is because I want to make sure 100% that I've used it on the next floor, so that I 100% fight Pestilence and I can get at least to a 3rd level of meat, or at least a 2nd level of meat. I mean, if we're going to make use of it, we might as well get one of the benefits out of it. A 3rd level Meat Boy would definitely be better. But as is right now, this is probably our best course of action. I say maybe 2nd level of meat because sometimes Conquest shows up and Conquest gives you the white pony instead. But hopefully Death would show up and hook us up with that 3rd level. You can never be 100% sure, I think. Or maybe I'm just going off fake anecdotal evidence. I can't remember. I thought there was one time when I used Book of Revelations and Conquest showed up. I think there's been times when I used Book of Revelations and the pony showed up as well. Or sorry, the Headless Horseman. Both of which would be not in my best interest right now. Maybe the pony could be interesting, but in any case, that's neither here nor there yet. Let's just, stay positive here. Sadly, Halo of Flies was not enough to kill those guys before they could do damage to me, but we will be getting 1 Spirit Heart every 6 rooms, so I'll be looking for a battery and a 9-volt in order to augment that, and maybe a Nun's Habit if possible. First things first, though, we've got to actually get to that item room, and the poison damage is starting to not do as much damage as I would like. I'm starting to get hit way more often than I would like, and I almost got hit again there. I just got very lucky, basically, that I didn't. I don't know if this run's gonna work. Vanilla runs, I enjoy vanilla runs a lot, but I feel like I'm a little bit underpowered right now for Isaac. I mean, the whole game is vanilla runs without the cheat engine, essentially, so I shouldn't really be complaining, but at the same time, I am actually losing more health on the Caves Part 2 than I'm gaining by Book of Revelations, and that is, quite frankly, a little embarrassing given my experience in the game. More keys is always good. Dead Sea Scrolls is not always good, especially when we have a better item already. None of these items in the library are good either, and that is essentially 2 wasted keys that I've just thrown down the drain. I was really hoping that one of those was going to be the shop, but since we have Curse of Darkness, we can't really see, so there's so many items that I want here. Map and Compass are up there. Obviously, Nun's Habit, Nun's Habit's 9 volts, etc., etc. are up there. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see which of those we get and which of them we don't, and how we tailor our run to fit that as a result. Now, again, from a damage perspective, I fully expect Pestilence to fall really easily. We're definitely strong enough to beat Mom, especially if I end up, having to pop this Empress card. That's a worst-case scenario, but if I have to use it, I have to use it. We should succeed on that one as a result, or regardless of that, basically. Let's go for the TNT on these guys, because that should make it the easiest that we could possibly do here. Okay. We're going to check out our shop. Our shop does... this is exactly what I was looking for, actually. It was a 7-cent item. It might not be a good 7-cent item. We're about to find out. Friends till the end? Well, that doesn't justify 7 cents yet. You know what? Luck Down is apparently supposedly good, so I'm going to continue getting it. Tears Down is not good, and Range Up is good, but overall, I would say we kind of struck out a little bit there. The Tears Down is the real problem. And yeah, there we go. So we've gotten the pony. Like I told you, now we're guaranteed to only get 2 cubes of meat at best. We might actually only get 1, which is really disappointing. And would this have augmented me picking up the Book of Revelations? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's still better to go with Book of Revelations than the pony in this situation, because health is going to be a sore spot for me. And still no deal with the devil, sadly, so I guess we're just going to move down to the next floor. We didn't really gain much of value at all there. But, hey, we got a pink glitch, so that gives me a chance to get hydrated, so let's think positive. What do we need to succeed? It would be very nice for me now to get some kind of awesome tier effect or damage upgrade. Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, Brimstone, Mom's Contact, Quad Shot, Triple Shot, even Piercing Shots. Any of those I would very much welcome. Obviously, Epic Fetus or Fetus in a Jar is basically a fast track to at least having a chance at victory, if not guaranteeing it. I would love anything that augmented our Book of Revelations, or just straight picking up a Miter or Relic. Although, thanks to Luck Down, those might drop Spirit Hearts less often, because just things in general will drop less often. This is a no-brainer, going to the item room in order to get a Skeleton Key. Hopefully we get a lot of golden chests now. Remember, that was the reason I'm actually actively picking up Luck Down pills is because Edmund McMillan, as he mentioned in the interview that we did, kind of unintentionally, Luck Down has actually become a good thing because it causes more chests to drop proportional to other consumables, I guess. So that's a weird thing. Green actually reinforced that for me as well. If you didn't watch Josh's stream, you might have thought my comment before didn't make any sense, but yeah, I was talking to Green on Josh's live stream, and he explained why Luck Down is actually a good thing. And, he's more of an Isaac encyclopedia than I am, for sure, so I tend to default to his knowledge whenever the opportunity arises. So this room did not go fantastically. We're going to keep Curved Horn instead of Blue Baby Soul, simply because I can, basically. After using the Book of Revelations, I'm pretty sure that we are going to end up... oh, just run. I can't believe that dodge actually worked. That was ballsy. I am pretty sure that we will end up fighting War on this floor, unless we... I don't know, maybe we can accidentally fight Conquest or something like that. I don't think that's possible, though. We do have the Empress, though. This is a positive, because we can actually use that Empress to fight this boss if we wanted to. Or any of these rooms if we wanted to, like, say, this one right here with my least favorite enemy in the game. Just poison the heart. Oh, my God. This is infuriating. If I just land, like, one poison shot, it just kill one of the hearts, and then I don't have to split my left and right brain trying to figure out how to kill these guys and dodge them simultaneously. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well in the end. Liberty Cap, again, fairly solid trinket, but I'm sticking with Curved Horn to atone for earlier mistakes, I suppose. Still haven't really gained any health from the Book of Revelations here. In fact, I'm still, I believe, one Spirit Heart down from where I started, but imagine how badly I'd be off if I didn't have it at all. So hopefully, I don't know why I'm taking one Emperor's card over the other one, but I guess I'm thinking maybe we'll come across a fairly difficult room at some point, and that room will warrant the use of this card. Now, I'm gonna get real risky here. We have more Spirit Hearts on the way. That's not what I expected to happen. This will at least give me some money. And I'm thinking this money might prove insanely important once we go to the shop. So this is going to allow me to get to exactly 15 cents, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, as long as we don't die, I do have enough money to buy an item from the shop, regardless of... okay, now I'm getting a little concerned. Regardless of the cost of it. So I'm just going to hang out here. These guys are going to jump towards the blue spikes and die. Hopefully, at the very least, it's going to give me some space on this side that I can use to hopefully impose my will upon the enemies of Isaac here. Enemies of Isaac legitimately sounds like a Command and Conquer group or faction or something. So our chest contains more bombs. That's fine with me. So far, it's been like a linear floor. You know what? This is Empress-worthy right here. Just cut these guys up. They're getting... Halo of Flies, that's an unsung benefit of Halo of Flies, man. It deflects these... heads sometimes. If the heads run into the Halo of Flies before they run into you, then they'll run away, which is actually really, really important. And I'm very thankful for this at the moment, because otherwise I'd be even scareder, or more scared than I am right now, having lost a lot of health. And we will remember to go back for that Empress card a little bit later. We don't have to go back right now. We'll backtrack once we find... I mean, we haven't found the item room, the shop, or the boss room yet, which is crazy given how far in on this room we are. But there's only one more asshole mask. Now, if I can just do this appropriately, I should be able to sneak around him, because he only comes for you if he can see you, I think. Please, poison damage. Thank you. Red hearts. Troll bomb. That was actually incredibly scary. We have 99 keys, so for once I don't need that. That is a cursed room. What a strangely linear floor. This normally does not happen. But it does mean that, oh, fuck. Presumably the boss room and the item room might be like totally tied together, or close to one another at least. This is scary. I hate when the room starts like this, where the fistula just is completely out of range of the green bomb. I also don't understand why the green bomb exploded out of nowhere. What can I do here to increase my chances? Tick won't help. Key won't help, but we'll pick it up regardless. I guess we'll get the Emperor card and we'll try to go the other way. If I end up dying on this run, I apologize. The IV bag might have fucked me a little bit. I really did not expect to run into such difficult rooms. We have the Empress card, and then here we have another trinket, right? It's the Liberty Cap. Okay, well, I guess we know that the top room is going to be hard, so maybe we'll go to the left room instead and try to get some HP. This is one of those runs where we are, I think, strong enough that if we can just get back to full health and then start amassing a little bit more health, we might have a good chance. We've gotten some decent items, but we've also had some pretty terrible luck. This is probably the scariest situation I've been in the entire episode. And you know, being able to dodge those guys, I gotta get at least some credit for that, even if I haven't played fantastically so far on this run. I mean, I have dealt with them, you know, 20 or 30,000 times each. That was really close to death, actually. I can't believe that shot didn't kill him, but that will. And our item room contains Polyphemus. Okay, well, there's no getting around this. We're gonna go balls deep into this next room. Please tell me there's some hearts here. Oh, yeah, there's no getting around this. We got the item we wanted, but now I need to just not get hit on this room, which is harder than it seems, I assure you. Especially since any single hit from any single enemy will kill me. Including a hit from the turret. God damn it. Well, at least it wasn't 12 minutes. But man, that vanilla run did not go super well. We'll call it a challenge run. It's like a pre-Wrath of the Lamb challenge run. But in any case, thanks for you guys for watching. I continue to alternate in vanilla runs and, you know, pseudo-challenge runs and then real challenge runs suggested in the user comments. But again, as always, thanks to you guys for your challenge run suggestions. Continue doing so, and I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thanks for you guys for watching. Keep on rolling that D6 in the free world, and doot-doodle-doot-doot. Doot-doo.